What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, two-division world champion, currently the WBA 130 and 135-pound world champion, four-time world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis goes in on undefeated lightweight WBC world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney and undefeated unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer TEOFIMO Lopez. With that said, he says that all of this talk of them wanting to fight me is simply a money grab. He stated that I'm rich already. They're not rich. He heard the comments made by TEOFIMO Lopez that he would take a pay cut. Then TEOFIMO Lopez changed his tune and stated that, he would have to get $5 million, guaranteed if he's going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Devin the Dream Haney, he beat Yuriorkis Gamboa, former foe of Gervonta Tank Davis, and he did so outclassing him, winning every single round in unanimous decision victory. Obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis stopped Yuriorkis Gamboa in the 12th round of their fight. He dropped him multiple times. And so these are two guys, Devin Haney and TEOFIMO Lopez, that are campaigning to get a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. So he does a clip and he lets them know, I'm already rich. I'm driving around in $100, $200, $300, $400,000 cars. I have $100,000 in cash. I have $1 million cars. So he's letting them know I'm the clear A side in this situation, and y'all have to wait for me to make a decision. There's a lot of talk of Gervonta Tank Davis possibly facing off against undefeated rising lightweight world superstar boxer, Mexican superstar boxer, King Ryan Garcia, who will be fighting Luke Campbell January 2nd. They was originally scheduled to fight December 5th. Luke Campbell is a British lightweight superstar contender. He's an Olympic gold medalist. This is the toughest fight for Ryan Garcia. So this is a huge step up, and all eyes are going to be on that fight. With that said, the fight had to be moved back from December 5th to January 2nd due to the fact that Luke Campbell tested positive. So Gervonta Tank Davis and his promoter, legendary former 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, Floyd Money Mayweather, who is a promoter of Mayweather Promotions, the founder of Mayweather Promotions, who promotes Gervonta Tank Davis, they have their sights set on a fight with Ryan Garcia. Now, obviously, TEOFIMO Lopez, Devin Haney are way more accomplished than Ryan Garcia, right? Actually, they both have fought in similar competition as Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis just recently knocked out 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz, but a lot of people pegged Leo Santa Cruz as being too small. He started at 118. He won a world champion at 118, 122, 126, and 130. So, but in stature, Leo Santa Cruz is actually 5'8", and he has a 72-inch arm reach. So he's very equivalent to undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, who is currently WBO welterweight world champion and pound-for-pound king, Terrence Bud Crawford. So they have a similar frame, right? Obviously, Terrence Crawford has packed on more muscle, being at 147. But if you Leo Santa Cruz, Terrence Crawford have a wiry frame. He's 5'8" with a 7. Now Terrence Crawford has a 74-inch arm reach, but Leo Santa Cruz has about a 71 to 72-inch arm reach. So he's about on pace with Terrence Crawford. So he's not a small guy. Gervonta Tank Davis is 5'5" with a 65-inch arm reach. So he's actually a smaller guy. He's just built different, and he's more explosive, more athletic, okay? And he's a southpaw. He dramatically knocked out Leo Santa Cruz in their fight. And with that said, a lot of people say Leo Santa Cruz is too small. He was a cherry pick for Gervonta Tank Davis. Nonetheless, it was an exciting fight, and it was a statement made on the part of Gervonta Tank Davis. So now Floyd Mayweather wants to rekindle the old superstar showdown he had with former 4-5-division world champion, Mexican superstar, iconic boxer, turned promoter of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya, right? that was a huge fight that broke all types of records. Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather promotes Gervonta Tank Davis, who lives a similar lifestyle Floyd Mayweather, fly, flashy, and flamboyant. And then you have Ryan Garcia, who signed to Oscar De La Hoya, who has a similar lifestyle to Oscar De La Hoya, is seen as the pretty boy, seen as the ladies' man, as an Instagram model, and he has 7.4 million Instagram followers. That's a huge number, and he's only 22 years of age. So Gervonta Tank Davis is 26 years of age. He's the elder out of everybody, okay? You have Devin Haney's 21, well, 22 now. Teofimo Lopez is 23, I believe, and Ryan Garcia is 22. So they're all close in age. He is 26, right? So he is definitely older than everybody. He's been around longer, and he's been promoted as the next big pay-per-view star in the sport of boxing. So, but a lot of people are ready to see Gervonta Tank Davis in there with styles that they deem to be at least a 50-50 fight or a 60-40 fight. Most people thought that he was going to beat Leo Santa Cruz. I believe Leo Santa Cruz was like a 8-1 underdog in that fight, so not too many people gave Leo Santa Cruz the opportunity to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. So with that said, everybody wants to see him in there with a guy like Devin Haney. His style is reminiscent of Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard, or Teofimo Lopez, who just defeated what many people considered the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and 3-division world champion, who was unified lightweight world champion, Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. And Teofimo Lopez did the unthinkable, right? He outboxed Vasily Lomachenko for the first 7 rounds. Most people thought that if he was going to win the fight, it was going to be due to the fact that he was the bigger, stronger, younger guy in the ring, and that was going to play a major part. And a lot of people had Vasily Lomachenko as the best pure boxer in the sport of boxing. Well, that proved not to be true. Teofimo Lopez outboxed him for the first 7 rounds of that fight. Clearly, Lomachenko didn't throw double-digit punches till round 8. And the reason he was able to do so was because Teofimo Lopez gave him that opening. What Teofimo Lopez did was he decided to try to sit down on his punches. He stood flat-footed. He stood in the shoulder roll because he thought that Vasily Lomachenko was ready to go, and he wanted to try to knock him out. But he gave up the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round, trying to knock out Vasily Lomachenko, who wasn't ready to go. And actually, if you look at the 9th, I believe it was the 9th round, it almost looked like Lomachenko was well on his way to knocking out Teofimo Lopez. So, he played a dangerous game, but he got away with it. He got the victory, unanimous decision victory. I pegged him to win that fight. I actually thought that he was going to drop Lomachenko at some point in time in that fight, but he didn't. He played a chess match, with Lomachenko, and he won that chess match to many people's surprise. Now, even my surprise, because I thought he was going to win the fight, but I thought it was going to be too rough and too rugged for Lomachenko, but I knew that he was athletic enough that the angles that Lomachenko likes to use, Teofimo Lopez's athletic ability was going to negate that. And that's exactly what took place. Every time Lomachenko went to use these angles and all of these weird different foot movement he uses, Teofimo Lopez countered it and was still in his face, and that proved to be a serious problem for Vasily Lomachenko. With that said, that was a huge win on the part of Teofimo Lopez, who had previously brutally knocked out Richard Comey, who was the IBF lightweight world champion, right? And a very tough out. So these are the guys that you want to see Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with. Ryan Garcia, depending upon how he looks against Luke Campbell, could be a good fight. If he puts on a dazzling performance and clearly outclasses Luke Campbell, which is a tough task to do because Luke Campbell's a southpaw who's very tall, rangy, and Olympic gold medalist. So it's going to be very difficult to do. Not even Lomachenko or Jorge Linares was simply able to outclass Luke Campbell. That's a tough task. So if he could do so and make a statement, then that could validate him fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. But if he doesn't, he looks to struggle and gets the victory. I know Floyd Mayweather, like I said, wants to rekindle the Oscar De La Hoya Part 2, right? They're going to sell it as Part 2. The build-up for Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather going back and forth with one another. That's going to sell a fight, right? And not to mention, Ryan Garcia has a huge social media following. That's going to sell a fight. Gervonta Tank Davis has a huge social media following. Not as huge as Ryan Garcia, but he has a big social media following. So that'll sell a fight. They have Ryan Garcia has a bigger social media following than Devin Haney and then Teofimo Lopez. And not to mention the fact that he has Oscar De La Hoya. So it's a natural selling point. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather rivals. So you see where you go. But the talent in the ring, the tougher task, is Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. And all of this talk of, I have more money than you, is starting to ruin the sport of boxing. That's not what it should be about. It should be about legacy. It should be about competition. And it should be about the fans and what the fans want. Showing people that you have, $200,000 in cash and telling people that you have $1 million car and you are the clear A side and you have more money than Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney proves nothing. It's all about legacy in the ring. And it should be respect to the fans who dig in their pockets for their hard-earned money to pay for the life and fund the lifestyle that you are able to live. So the fans should be respected in that aspect, and the best should be fighting the best. So let's see how this plays out. Obviously, we have to see how Ryan Garcia looks January 2nd. And Teofimo Lopez himself as well is campaigning for a fight against Ryan Garcia. He's putting Devin Haney at last. He wants Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and then maybe Devin Haney. Or he's looking to move up and fight. He's campaigning to fight the winner, Jose Ramirez-Josh Taylor, undisputed match. But the winner of that fight at 140, junior welterweight, is looking to move up to welterweight and challenge Terrence Crawford. So let's see how this all plays out. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.